need you to like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me.
G'day, and welcome to the Suicide Squad versus Sam's Club, the last match of week 2 of the DTT. Today they're running 8v8, so this should be an interesting matchup. Haven't seen 8s for a long time in comp. Joining me in the booth is Food Court, and on the camera is Pester. Food Court, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen 8s. Both teams running the standard 5-3 split that you see in 8v8s. So it's pretty standard.
Yeah, so important to note with 8s that some limits do change here. So Chemist, Elf, Heavy, Ninja, Soldier all limited down to 2, and all the regular 1 limits are still applicable, which is Archer, Assassin, Engineer, Mage, Medic. Medic on 1, sorry, is a new thing. Necropyre and Scout. So it'll be interesting to see how these teams adapt. Any predictions on who you think will be the stronger from the start?
Just based off rosters, I like blue team a little bit more, with both Danny and Dave, very good players. But in 8s, anything can really happen, so we'll see. Pagodas gonna get out front, gonna go to the mid sponge, it looks like. Khalid's gonna try and deny that. Does a very good job. Khalid's actually doing a very good job, he's at no stake now. Should go down here.
It's a nice shot from Bandino B to finish that off. Probably would have gone down to damage in the end anyway. I think that is the thing with 8s, that, you know, with only 3 offenders, it's hard to get an appropriate amount of support to be able to get to your medic in time. does look like Blue is running Danny and Pavlik as their main cappers and Cupcake as their medic. So looks like Kasham is on Ninja Roam. So it's interesting little change up there. I think Danny might be one of their only elves, unless Kasham could flex onto elf, maybe. But I think they're just trying to use that elf for American Fort at the moment.
Right. I guess another interesting thing to point out before we go a little bit further is that Blue is deciding to go no archer. So they don't have an archer, instead they're running double ninja bulk, assassin realm, which is pretty interesting. Archer on this map is kind of, I don't really know how to describe it. It's not the best, but it's also not bad. So
yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, does look like Danny does have a steal as elf, but gets shot by Brandino B, again asserting his dominance in this game, and maybe proving that Archer is worth it. But yeah, it's interesting. I do see Enderbrine in the stream chat, who is Sam's Club's Archer, so maybe just decided they weren't comfortable coming onto American Fort. I feel like it's a weird Archer map for sure. You don't get a lot of value in shooting the offense before they get in because it's just hard to get angles in. You normally try and shoot them when they come back out. You get a lot more value coming over mid. But we just see Nin with a steal. He's going for the medic capture. He was talking about this yesterday, that in 8s medic captures are possible, but it does go down to an assassinate from Sam. What are your thoughts on the medic cap? I think might be slightly viable.
Yeah, I'm definitely a big fan of medic capping in 8s. I mean, usually there's only one ninja to deal with in 8s, which is why I like it. But since Blue Team doesn't have an archer, having 2 ninjas against a medic is going to be a tough to make it across the map. Another thing I wanted to mention as we go forward with this match is I feel like in 8s, one player can make a huge difference. And that's what I think is going to be a big deal with Brandino. Like, if he shoots 1 or 2 offenders each push, the rest of the Suicide Squad room should be able to pick it up. So, but
yeah,
as we see, Danny did reflect Brand's arrow, and he's out towards the Lily Pez. Khalid kind of missed him there.
It's interesting there. Medic is stalled in the river, but has Dave in support to knock away any extra damage. Is getting stalled out by Choc and the assassin. Manages to wind around her, but is now stuck with Mateo as necro defense and dies in the water there. It's interesting. Right. So I'm kind of beeline towards his medic, but the medic was also just getting knocked into the river, and he's basically running into a necro.
Cupcake knocked Mateo off of the flag and picked it up in the river. Brandino is going to shoot it. It's just under the bridge here. I think Pavlik or Danny should be able to pick this up, actually. This is a huge misplay by the Suicide Squad. I think Khalid and Co just left the flag under the bridge and no one touched it. So this looks to be a cap for Suicide. I mean, for Sam's Club. 5 minutes in.
Co Bastion with the recovery pyro almost comes in there. But yeah, I guess they might have thought that flag dropped into the void rather than into that little water stream. It might have been a nice little sneaky play from Danny to wind into that little section there.
Yeah, that was quite the interesting turn of events. Nin is going to get out as medic. He's looking to go towards that back right sponge. Just Kasham on him here.
He does have Bloomishly, so he could get a pass off.
Yeah, I would be looking to pass if I were him. But he's going to go ahead and wisely take the trees across the map. He is on 1 stake, so this could be a stalemate. But I think he should get a pass off as soon as he possibly can.
Yeah, especially in 8s, he can't get another medic to get the restore in. So at the moment, I think he's sitting on 1 stake. He might have got one from Bloomishly on Engineer.
Right. He's going to throw it down to the pyro. That's better. Necro's fine. I think they're going for a heavy pass there, but Necro will do. Sam's so already a little bit of pressure here. They have Assassin on top and Danny outside as Scout.
Yeah, they're already
going to swap in.
They were forced on that back foot, just having to wait for that pass. So Sam's Club already pushing a lot of people, and they've got a lot of people in support here. It's 8s, and I think there are 6 people here trying to support. But there is the pass off there into Cardona as heavy. And I guess this will be the first stalemate that we've actually seen on American Fort so
Right.
far this week. So that's an interesting one for you. Be interesting to see how Sam's Club adapt without an Archer. I think Archer can get a little bit of value, but it is 8s, so it is hard. But so far, Sam's Club with 3 on support, 5 going for recovery, looking pretty strong out the gate.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to mention. I think Sam's Club is much better equipped to get this recovery. I look at the rosters, they have PvP talent of Zia, Kasham, Danny, Dave, Sam himself. And on the side of Suicide Squad, they kind of don't have that PvP presence that you'd like to have in a stalemate.
Yeah, I guess Brandino is the person you look to break this stalemate. That's probably where I'm looking, to be honest. I think other people in there can do their part, but I think the headshot is the most likely option for that team.
Right, yeah. Kind of stagnant here. Zia's going to try and come in alone, it looks like. Or maybe try and avoid the fight. Dave switched to Archer and Danny's on Scout, so that's an interesting swap to put Dave on Archer.
Interesting, because that's their best 2 ninjas not on roaming for the stalemate. I guess
Right.
I think it might just be Kasham is roaming as ninja, so that's Brandino's little targeter there.
Yeah. you do question if that's enough. Obviously Brandino's the best Archer in the game, and having 1 ninja for him might not be enough. He's gonna probably get into position here, it looks like, on the far left side.
I do wonder if Kasham is talking, because in 8, since it's so small, it is probably a lot easier to figure out where the Archer is and call him out early. And Pavlik is a pretty aware flag carrier, so he probably shouldn't be surprised by any headshots unless something insane happens. So it might be quite difficult for Brand to get across this map and sneak in the shot.
Right.
I'll be interested to see how Dave goes as Archer.
Dave switched off to Elf now. It looks like he's going to go for like a kind of a water and pure type strategy. Zia is in. Danny's trying to swap in his Scout. If he can get this DT out, they could have a little bit going, but Zia's going to go down, and that's going to end the recovery effort for Sam's Club.
Danny has a lot of experience getting those void swaps, but not a lot of experience swapping in and then actually DTing the carrier. So I think we saw a little bit of a fluff there, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't know if this is I guess you can void swap from kind of. It's a tough angle. It's kind of on top of the spawn area, but I don't know if Danny can get that angle. I guess another thing with these 8 stalemates is I feel like it's mostly going to be even until one team decides to kind of go for it and send a pyro or send something that isn't typical, I guess I would say. Someone has to take a chance and send something major on Recov.
Yeah, I think Kobashin is definitely capable of recovering his pyro, but obviously if they send him up, that leaves him vulnerable to the bulk. Did see a couple bulk get in onto Pavlik there, and Brandino was getting shots in, so that's a possibility right now. Could get knocks out and could get shot, so it's always a chance.
Right. Let me check limits real quick, because I see they have 2 heavies. Yeah, okay. Because I was gonna say Bloomswing, that's kind of soldier recov, which on this holding spot doesn't really make sense, but Suicide Squad's utilizing both heavies at the current moment. With Rave and Pagodas.
Yeah, I think that's a wise option, running the heavy as a flag carrier on here. Probably shouldn't be too surprised by anyone hopping in, so should have enough time to move away, but obviously sacrificing a little bit of mobility.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing is Suicide Squad support cores Nin and Code, who I know Nin's a very good stalemate medic, so I don't think he's going to let Code on the bulk, and he can keep Code up as well. So bulk shouldn't be an issue for the side of Suicide Squad. I don't think.
Yeah, and I think as you were saying before, I think the big catalyst that will be the change will probably be Code going for the recov at some stage. I think that will be what leads to either a recovery for Suicide Squad or a recovery for Sam's Club. So it'd be interesting to see that potentially happen.
Right. Yeah. Colleague said Snowbreak went for the Pyro recov, so I guess we do have Sam's Club trying to make a move here.
Yeah, like this is the first stalemate on American 4. I guess most of our other matches so far have been pretty offensive bias. Whenever people get out, they just kind of zoom across the map. So interesting to see a first stalemate. I guess it's probably destined to happen in 8 since where you put your resources is pretty important and leads to a lot of things. Since there's such a small size, you can't really. There's not a lot of buffer in what you can do, but yeah, it looks like Sam's Club is pushing in here with double heavy and scout. Callie trying to target out the scout before he can get death tag in, but scout is still up. Both heavies fighting in the flag room. One fighting Code Bastion at the moment. Code running back to the carrier with Frenzy. Frenzy's Dave. Goes down to Zia though. So Zia is trying to solo heavy recov, but Choc comes in with a sweep and saves the day. Not that I think the day was that dire, but
yeah, it seems like Brandino's trying to go for a different angle. The past 2 pushes I noticed he's been trying to go on top of Sam's Club spawn instead of going that far side. I don't know if that's a better angle or if that's just to catch the other team off guard, but it appears Pep's holding in flag now, so I don't think Archer is... I don't know if there's an angle for this. I could be wrong there.
There is a little bit. You can kind of shoot from the front of flag room and across. But Snowbreak is on recov apparently. I'm trying to find him.
He's running back to his base now. He was... Yeah. So yeah, but we see Brandino swap off of Archer and go bulk. So I like that. Since Pab adapted to holding the flag, Brandino decided to switch off and try and get some melee damage in instead. Rave and Brandino are in. Snowbreak is getting targeted and will die. Rave is very low though, so we can't get much damage off, it looks like. And Pavlik will just walk down to safety.
I think Brandino on PvP and bulk is pretty good actually. Doesn't really sacrifice a lot. There's a few Archer mains who will flex onto bulk and be a little bad, but Brandino's got a lot of PvP prowess, I think. So that's a nice switch for them, given the spot that Pavlik's changed to.
Yeah, Sam's Club has 3 players trying to make it into the recovery here. Dave goes down. He was the elf, and I guess that just leaves Zia to try and get the recovery, and she's going to go down the Code. I guess another thing I just noticed is Red does not have a scout, and especially as DT becomes that 1.75, I think you basically have to run one because the amount of damage that a soldier will take with that is just unmatched. So
yeah, especially with the class matchup, like soldier that's like almost a stake a hit sometimes. Like it's insane. But Sam is here as assassin trying to practically solo recov there. That was one thing I was going to mention, is that I haven't really seen Choc push up. She's been supporting a lot, and that's kind of leaving 5 on support for Sam for Suicide Squad and 3 for recovery.
I hate to cut you off, but Snowbreak is in the flag room, and he will kill Code with his own frenzy, so you can see if this will turn into anything. He is going to go down to Callig, and I think that should be it for this recovery effort, unless Danny can get this headshot, who's actually switched to Archer. He's playing far side here. He's only 1 tap, and Callig will finish it. So it looks like Sam's Club is trying to get this recovery. They are sending Code about every other push, and it seems like they have almost all their members trying to recover at this point.
This is Dave on Chemist recovery, which is interesting in 8s. He's just trying to fight his way in here. Does take down the assassin. I think he has Fed Code Frenzy. So it's interesting strategy. Not too sure about it, to be honest, but if he's here just to cause a hassle, Chemist is a good class to do so.
Right. Bloom and Brandino are heading in for the side of. Actually, Bloom went out. Actually, no. Bloom and Brandino are still going to go in here. But I don't think much will come of it. Oh,
That's a headshot from Danny. He was sitting on the far side. Pretty free there. Calig did call him out, but nobody really got on him. And you get... who was it? Cardona gets knocked out there and gets headshot. Sorry to cut you off.
no, that's all good. Yeah, I guess it did seem like Sam's Club did kind of have the upper hand there once they were sending more pressure, and it never seemed like Pat was ever in too much danger. So I guess it was just kind of a matter of time, and Danny breaks the stalemate with a headshot.
Yeah, so that's a 1-0 lead and 2 minutes 30 seconds left. Still definitely opportunity to get across the map and get a capture here, but a lot of pressure here on Suicide Squad to at least try tie it up.
Right. Yeah. Let's see if there's any notable changes here. Nope. It looks like Sam's Club is going back to the double ninja, so still no archer for them. I know Dave sometimes likes to switch archer at times, but it looks like he's sticking on ninja for the most part.
Yeah, I think it's a solid defense. I think they will hold out pretty well. I think Nin is their main threat. I think we haven't really talked about Red offense, but Bloomishly is on Soldier, Nin on Medic, and I believe Cardona is their third offender who's currently on Ninja. So
Yeah.
definitely like a capable offense, but I think in a way Nin is almost the biggest threat at the moment.
For sure. And that is kind of smart by Sam's Club to run that double ninja look. If you can just, I know from experience, double ninja and medic isn't gonna, you're gonna lose most of those fights. So it's a pretty good look for Sam's team to kind of decide to go after Nin with that double ninja.
Yeah, just currently looking, they look quite staggered, the Suicide Squad coming across the map. Doesn't look like anyone's even getting buffed, so it's interesting. I wonder if they're trying to just rally around Nin or what's going on there. But anyway,
Yeah.
we did see a little touch there from Danny. Someone did touch the flag. Interest.
Yeah, Nin's gonna head in. Snowbreak didn't really see him. He's gonna get out, but a lot chasing him. He is gonna hit the mid sponge.
Dave is on scout actually here, so trying to adapt to this.
Because he a ninja. Cardona went down. Yeah, okay. It seemed like Calig and Cardona looking for that ninja pass in the last 30 seconds, but Nin wasn't healthy enough to kind of stay alive and get that off. Oh, I should probably get him bottom.
Yes, that's probably something that's going to happen. But
Yeah, it's a little bit of a lack of staff today, so hopefully we can get a pause in time. If not, that would be rather unfortunate.
it's alright, we'll just have to see what the next map will be for Suicide Squad, unless Insanity can get across the map in 3 seconds. He has done it before, but not legally, I don't think. I think he did TP himself, potentially.
Right. I don't think we have a pause here, which is gonna be hard. I don't really know where to go from here, considering we just don't have a staff member to take care of that.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll be kicked off the server and we'll have to wait for somebody to come around to set the match server again. But it'll be interesting to see what Suicide Squad pick as their loser pick. What did they pick last week? I think you played them. Skyworld 6, right?
Yeah, they did. They picked Skyworld 6.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if that map pick gets picked again.
Yeah.
I think in the meantime,
like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me.
Hello and welcome back. Apologies for the long break. You know, there's just moderator issues. People are doing it off Discord, so it took a while. But here we are on Castle Caverns 6, which is Suicide Squad's map pick. A fun map, actually. A lot of chaos, a lot of swing map here. Should be interesting to see how this runs in 8s. I believe we should see a lot of captures here, just given how easy it is to get in and out. We are starting off. Time is already gone. So I think we've had a couple of subs here, or maybe just one sub, which is Mario participated coming in for Cardona. So should be interesting to see how that changes things up.
Yeah, definitely. They did pick CC6, which is pretty interesting. Again, Sam's Club no archer, pretty interesting. This map, I think you kind of have to run archer given how much it can control middle. But we'll see how that works for them.
Yeah, I think you're pretty much just giving Brand free control. If there's no archer for him to have to duel on this map, or even just pay attention to, but that makes sense. She does take him down, and apparently I think Ratboy 12 is a ninja.
Yeah, that is Dave. In case
we're calling him Ratboy 12. That's what he decided.
Ratboy 12 goes on to Danny, and Danny just doesn't pick it up. So Mario is very far. This could be a capture, actually. He's running it in through the left side. Danny's going to try and cut him off and stop him, but it will not work. And
Ratboy 12 with another ninja steal there.
Yep. He's out on top. Hurling onto the big tree where Pab will meet him. Good pass off to Pab. Brandino is taking shots, though, and Sam will take down Brandino, actually. So he could be heading for another stalemate, unfortunately.
I think Code was roaming Pyro there, and that's why the ninja got such a free steal. Interesting to start off, but it is CC6, so
Brandino does take down the medic, so Pab doesn't have respawn, he shoots him again.
Nice shot.
Yeah, with 2 people on him. Pretty great shot there.
And that's Suicide Squad's first capture for the entire tournament, actually. So that's going to participated. Nicely done and well earned. First map, their map pick already looking to pay off already.
Yeah. It's pure Sam's Club is playing very aggressively. They're pushing Sam and Sushi Dog out to Brandino and Dave. So Brand's like absorbing everything right now, which is kind of a good thing for Suicide Squad if they're allowed to kind of pass for free, given that they have everyone on Brandino.
Yeah, definitely a lot of commitment coming from Sam's Club. I think Snow is a fine pyro, but I don't know if he's that strong. Pavlik is out as soldier. He's on top of the flag room at the moment, just trying to stall out, waiting for a medic. Kalig meets him, but must have overpearled there. So Pavlik is free for now, but pretty low. Does have medic there now. Cup gets the restore off. Does have Pyro under him. Pyro has Frenzy now. Fed off the medic. Jumps into the river. Still Pyro is chasing, but Pavlik is in a safe spot for now. Is going out the far side to just juke here. Kalig is trying to pressure him further, but medic will get a second restore off here. And Pavlik should be pretty safe here to be able to walk this in and get the first capture to tie things up.
Right, yeah.
Looks like that's going to happen.
We have a backup from Danny. He's very low. Oh, no, he's not. He's 3 stake, actually. That isn't, I guess, the downside of having Code go on Recov. It's just empty flag room, free steal, and he's just going to win it down middle. Unless Brandino can hit the shot, it appears to be a cap. And yeah, that's the second cap for Sam's Club back-to-back.
Yeah, there's nice awareness on the reflex there. Obviously, you always know that Brand is always a chance, but this is a ninja steal. But Rave dies, and Kalig decides to stay on the post rather than going over and picking that up for some reason. That was a decision. Sam gets the recovery there. Ratboy 12 is out in the meantime. Does look like Suicide Squad will maybe get a touch onto the flag post. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Ratboy 12 passes to Danny there.
Danny is, in the flag room. So it's all on Mario to make something happen here. He did get boosted there by Dave, and that allows Lin to get that restore. So, in the first round, here.
And Danny is just trying to come for a recovery here, which is probably a bit of BM, to be honest. It gets headshot by Brandino, probably deservedly. Pavlik with the pickup here, and he's going to try and make his way back across the map. Hopefully. No,
Way too
he's
much on him, it looks like. 5 hearts, no stake. Needs that medic right away. Cupcake is crossing river right now. Brandina will shoot again though, and that'll give another capture to the Suicide Squad.
That's potentially a costly mistake there from Sam's Club with Danny trying to push up for that recovery. Probably not the smartest idea, and probably could have secured a third capture there, but well, 2-2, draw it up.
Yeah, pretty interesting. Mario has both caps, so Mario kind of has been playing that ninja defense role recently, but definitely a capable offender, and we're seeing it here. He's gonna get out again with Nin getting the restore. He is out on the, I guess that's the right side, and only Dave in front of him to stop him. And with Killing Ninja support, that should be enough to secure this third capture for Suicide Squad.
I think that is Sushi Duck actually coming in for Kasham as well. Given that Kasham is in EU, I believe, it might be quite late for him, so he might have decided to go to bed. So Sushi Duck is coming in for that second ninja role. Yes, that was another sub we didn't mention. Sushi's not horrible ninja, but probably not at the same level as Kasham, I think is fair to say. But yeah, it's 3-2 already. Mario with all 3 captures. The elf is proving difficult for Sam's Club.
Yeah, and immediately we see 3 people just swarm Mario and take him down there. So I guess Sam's Club is trying to adjust by adequately targeting Mario there.
So I think that we haven't really seen too much of so far in these 8s is that a ninja could actually take down the pyro solo and end up getting a steal. Danny is out with an elf steal down mid, does have medic right there getting regen, gets restore, going straight down mid now. Probably Brandina is the only chance here. Calig is on him getting good damage. And Rave follows up, but Danny should be able to win this in and tie it up at 3-3. Already a lot of captures here on Castle Caverns 6. We do love to see this map. It's always a fun one.
Yeah, and Code's in Blue's flag, which is not good. I guess Pab's just gonna steal the flag room. I mean, steal the Red's flag.
Yeah, this is a chemist steal from Pavlik, so it does go down to the double ninja. Hard to maintain potting while fighting during that. Did do a good job.
Even though they did get that recover, I think Code has to be smarter there. He can't go on offense. It's just like we saw this Sam's Club second cap was just a back-to-back. That can definitely happen again if he's not in position.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and I think Code is the best in terms of chasing down a recovery, but sometimes it's not always the best option, especially if they're out pretty far. You know, you more than likely won't get it, and you know, you would hope that the other team has enough knowledge to stop the pyro from getting too far. But
right, yeah, Meyer is going to come in and try and get a steal. He will get it, but very long one down to the button. Yeah,
interesting.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, Pavlik does have a steal here, but Nin is back in the flag room helping Code Bastion, getting heals off on the pyro. So playing a bit of medic D for a second there. Pavlik with a pass down to Elf in CBT Cliff, but gets frenzied by Code Bastion. Ninja picks it up, but dies on Pearl.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I like that kind of swap from Pav. Maybe it's trying to be a little bit more tanky, but his soldier's just very good, so I don't know.
I think definitely worth it with terms of health, and if he can bait boosts down mid, it's definitely well worth it. And
right.
I guess it's guaranteeing buffs for the offense as well. Something in 8s you probably won't see is that medics might not be switching in and out of chemist, so at least guaranteeing buffs for his team, which is good.
Right. Maya's also gone chem off of Elf. And I think that's another thing with Suicide Squad's roster, especially in this 8v8, is if Nin is buffed, that makes mana capping just that much easier. So yeah, I think that's also a thing that you could look at.
Yeah, I think it's a worthy switch for Mario, at least given how much he was getting targeted on Elf. That's just making the other team adapt to what he's changing to, and maybe he switches back to Elf in a little bit. But Pavlik has a Chemist Steal, gets shot by Brandino in the flag room, and so does Danny. On the other side, Bloomishly does seem to have a Soldier Steal, but will go down to bulk and damage, but Medic was there. Close for Bloomishly. She probably hasn't had a lot of showing off in the match so far, but is there and is participating.
Yeah. Oh,
Mario-
Mario's gonna.
This is
Kill the
clean
pyro.
flag room. Clean flag room. Already got restored as well.
And he's gonna have all the win in the world to get through. Dave's gonna boost a little bit, unfortunately. Mario just has to turn around and kill him. A lot of Sam's Club did turn on to Mario there, but Mario is able to get 2 in flag room. A lot of pressure on him, however. Yeah, Mario might die here. He is. Oh, never mind. He just got regen from Nin, and that will be enough to get the 4th character for Suicide Squad. So this is definitely a very high scoring game.
This is another clean flag room with Catboy 12 getting a Ninja Steal here, going up the sponge. Just going to try Pearl as far across the map as he can. Can't see where it's landing, actually.
He hasn't Pearl yet, so he's just going to throw it down middle.
Patience.
Alex read that very well.
Yeah, here's the thing. Calig, obviously more known for offense in most competitive, but has been playing a lot of defense, but is got pretty good game sense and knows when to get ahead as Ninja. I haven't really seen a Ninja Steal come off that successfully for Sam's Club. I think Calig's been fielding them quite well. Yep. This is probably going to be a restore here for Mario.
Sam killed all the support, and he has a lot of health. Yeah, that strength 2 onto Elf will hurt for sure. Good job by Sam to clear up the support there.
Yeah, but again, still causing problems on the Elf there. He is pushed up as Bulk D, stealing the flag, getting regen, I think, from Cup. No stake, is on top of the big tree here. Calig almost kills her. Choc is right behind, could get a tap on, but doesn't. Cup is getting enough regen on there and getting a restore onto Zia. Looking for Brandino to get a shot here, I think.
Yeah, there's 4 people on Brandino. That's unlikely. I think Samsung's got to push for Suicide Squad's to push for a steal, and they will with Nin out top. Soldier in front of him is going to go up to the top. Maybe a ninja pass to Calig, maybe? We'll see. I'm not really sure what his plan is here with this route.
Might just be trying to stall out there.
Yeah.
Will go down.
Oh,
he's stalling. He was stalling for code that whole time. Oh, that's so unlucky. That's so unlucky. Snowbreak picks up and Choc 1 comes in with the assassinate just a little bit too late.
Yeah. Wave's gonna get a free ninja steal. Everyone left the flag. He's only on 2 hearts though. And he's gonna pull into Sam. He's gonna drop right there and Dave's gonna read that. I think if Wave was able to get that top sponge, he could have done more, but unfortunate.
This is Mario with an Elf Steal coming out of flag room. I think he already got restored from Nin. Got stuck a bit there on top, so goes back down into the flag room. Has 4 stake. Pyro's right behind him. Nin's behind him as well. Getting bulk D'd there, but he wins away, probably using all 16 win there. There is a steal on the other side from Danny, so Mario has to be a bit patient here and get some regen off Nin. The Assassin's cutting him off. Does get regen. Yep. Sin goes down. Pyro and River. Looks like potential for stalemate unless Code Bastion gets the recovery. Mario's going to wind across and might be able to seal the deal here.
Yeah, here
it does look like it. This is going to be a map win.
Game. Wow, okay. So Suicide Squad with the first map win. 5 caps, actually. So cool. Need to get a pause there.
See if it comes in time. Oh, it did.
Yeah.
So nicely done from Suicide Squad. Sam apparently having some issues with the roster there. A couple of people maybe not being around.
I mean, they did ask for 10v10, and then apparently don't have playing down 2 and 8s. I don't know. But yeah, they need some. It looks like they need some subs or something. Snowberry's complaining about that. Like, I'm not sure who the second person was who wasn't really able to play. But we'll see what they pick in the map pool here.
Yeah, so that being said, I guess we will go to a break. So Maps at 1-1 at the moment. We'll see what Sam Club's loser pick is.
I'm cutting dice. Look at these eyes. They're not here to please you. There was a time you could be mine before all that you put me through. I knew that you were trouble, but I don't think you were bad. I'm living in this bubble and it makes you so mad. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. Don't need you to like. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can say hello, but I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. You can watch me go, 'cause I don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like me. Don't need you to like. Don't need you to like. Don't need you to like.
So welcome
Okay.
back. Sorry, totally cut off. My bad.
It's
Free
okay.
thought. You take it away, man. You take it
I
away.
was just gonna say. Sorry, 1 second, typing. I was gonna say they picked Sam's Club picked Pagodas 3.
Yeah,
And
a smoother turnaround thanks to SoCal21, favorite S mod, best moderator on the server, just because he's around to set maps for DTT.
yeah, it's all that's important really is DTT maps. So Danny's gonna kill Kulik in the flag room, and that's a ninja seal out. Spawn, he died, and Mario will pick that up. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, Kalik did get killed there, but did a decent job of trying to
Very
get back.
also Ninja. He's kind of taking a rough route there, but it's on top of the tree, and he'll pick it up again.
Oh, he gets it back. Go, Mateo.
No! Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's so rough. That's so painful.
You hate to see that, but good effort from Mateo nonetheless.
Hey, both teams getting the early ninja steal there, which is the first time we've really seen it pushed for.
Right.
So Zia is up. Ratboy is pretty low, but Pearls.
He's gonna put the spawn. Haley could pick that up. No, he doesn't see it. So Zia will be kind of free here.
And Nin tries a pass to Bloomishly, but does not get it off. So that's a pickup for Ratboy12 and the first ninja cap and first cap.
Yeah. Code's gonna kill the opposing player, but Nin has no stake. Maybe Mario can get a steal here.
Looked like he almost touched the flag there, but winded away too quickly there. So important sub there, Kasham coming in on Pyro for Snow Break, who was lagging a lot apparently. And I guess Sushi Duck is back out again, and Link has come in.
Yeah, who else subbed out? Because we lost Snow Break, but we gained Link and
Snow
Kasham.
and
No, Snow and Sushi, right? My fault.
yeah, Sushi. Yeah, I was like, I just said it. I couldn't remember.
I just had a little bit of a. Again, yeah, I mean, I guess maybe Underground's not available, but Sam not running Archer the whole game is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if that was just that Ender Brine is not available. He wasn't there in stream chat at the start, but maybe isn't around to be able to play the whole match. And I don't know if there's a second string Archer for Sam's Club.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, that's gonna leave Brandino to kind of do his own thing.
Yeah, not anyone I can really identify. I think Sushi Duck can kind of play Archer a little bit, but against Brandino, probably not going to get a heap of value since Brandino is Brandino.
Right.
It's interesting. We've seen
Danny's a ninja as well. Sorry, just wanted to point that out. So they have a ninja duo of Dave and Danny, which is their starting ninjas, which is a very strong roaming team.
Yeah, I guess with Link potentially becoming available for Sam's Club, that frees them up to have their regular offensive players. That being said, Link does have a steal, but goes down to Calig Ninja. So already a lot of action in this map. It's an interesting choice. I don't know if it overly favors Sam's Club. Especially with Brandino being Archer, but interesting nonetheless. So look at Mario gets the water in, and we'll get a steal here. He has Assassin chasing behind, but we'll get on top of the flag room. Could maybe get assassinated, but we'll never. We don't know just yet. He's gonna try go for top spawn, and we'll get there. Gets boosted by Sam as well, so didn't need as much wind as previously thought. Ratboy12 and Danny in front of him now. Oh, CBT Cliff, sorry. Nin was just there, but didn't get it off. But Mateo with a redemption ninja steal here, but goes down to Danny, who read that pearl very easily.
Yeah, definitely some good opportunities for both sides. Mario played that very well with the winds trying to get to the top, but just wasn't enough support for him. Vade's gonna get another ninja steal. Taking an interesting route. We'll see where he decides to go.
Trying to pearl to top. Mario might pick it up. Nice little pick up there. Ratboy12 doesn't manage to get the recovery there. So Mario should be able to win this in.
Yeah, right. Unless Pab can stop him, but maybe. Pab is doing a good job keeping. Won't be enough in the end.
So so that's both ninja caps used already within the first 5 minutes. So if anybody needs a clutch cap, it's not going to come through ninja. But you know, nice little redemption there for Mateo. Manages to get it off anyway.
Yeah, a bit of a lucky pickup by Mario, but in the end, it works out.
Nah, that's about logging onto the server first. That's all that is.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I could be wrong, but I don't think Suicide Squad has a bulk defense. So Pep should be kind of free to just do his own thing.
This could be relying on code to be able to take out any bulkier classes that come into the flag room and Brandino to get some shots in early. And I think without an Archer pressuring Brand, I think that's definitely an option. You've only got 3 offenders, and I think one of them will definitely be taken out at least once a push by Brandino.
Right. Dave is giving Brandino a bit of a tough time here. He took down all his stake, but Brandino will come out on top in that 1v1.
Link is on heavy at the moment, so Sam's Club running a heavy soldier medic offense, and looks like all 3 of them are going to get in, allowing Pab to get a steal here. Almost got frenzied, but gets out. He's going out and gets headshot by Brandino B.
Yeah, I think at this point, Rave or Killig have to recognize that one of them has to play bulk defense if Link is going to play heavy. Double Ninja can't fight heavy and soldier.
Yeah, soldier will just avoid and heavy will just one-tap him. So I definitely think Mateo should probably be switching onto bulk now, especially after he's got that ninja cap. Probably. Oh, and he already has. Look at the mango. He's got the game sense.
Nicely done there. And Pab is on chem. So I guess, and Link is back on off. So I guess they're switching up the comp a lot. I don't know.
I think that's a good thing about 8. Like adjustments will make a big impact, especially with the defense's composition being caught off guard. So, and especially with Pab and Link being flexible, like very flexible on all classes for offense, should work out pretty well for them.
Right. We've kind of reached like a bit of a stagnant point. Haven't seen many steals in the past minute or so.
Yeah, I guess I was starting to get a bit surprised that Mario was getting so much value against a Danny Dave Ninja duo as playing Elf, but it does look like Bloomishly has switched onto heavy here, going for the female Aussie route. And Mario is on Soldier, so they're adopting Sam's Club's composition now. Mario gets in, but is getting knocked off the post by Sam, and Kasham is well aware of where Mario is, but Mario almost gets the flag. Does not though, and goes down. So
yeah,
interesting to see both offenses trying to.
I have to mention that Dave is now playing Archer, so they do have an Archer now. We'll see how Dave deals with Brandino, or like that. Link is out on top, getting pressured by Mateo. Mateo did do a good amount of damage. He's on 1 stake. Cupcake is trailing him. Code getting 2 crucial frenzy hits to feel that Killig to finish the job, and that will end Sam's Club's push there.
Yeah, so interesting Archer switch here. Dave can shoot a bow, but isn't really recognized as an Archer main. But I think it's good that it's making Brandino accountable at least. That makes him look for the other Archer and will allow some free hits from the ninjas, as we kind of saw. As soon as we saw Dave switch onto Archer, Danny kind of came up behind him and got some free hits as Ninja and took him out. So yeah, it's a good accountability switch, but we'll see if that really affects the defense for Sam's Club with no Dave Ninja.
Definitely.
Because like at the end of the day, Brandino probably won't lose a duel to Dave unless he's very distracted. So.
Right. Yeah. Both roaming defenses have done a great job this far for the past 5 or so minutes at this point. Not much getting in, not much getting out. With that being said, Pab is going to try and go in, but Cody will clean it up. That should be a reset for Sam's Club. And on the other side, not much going on either. So, yeah, both defenses kind of controlling the game right now.
Definitely an easier defense roaming map given that spawn is in front of the flag room. So makes sense that both defenses are having a pretty good time here.
Right. Yeah. Dave is pushing in. Dave's off Archer and back on Ninja, gonna push up to Code Bastion. Probably waiting for some of his fellow offenders to get in position. He is going to push the Pyro away and not allow Link to get a steal with his medic, trying to go out front, but Shock will assassinate Link's medic, so Link has no medic on one stake, and Code will get that frenzy hit.
Super interesting from the Suicide Squad, and maybe you know, tying into their name, they're running no medic at the moment on their offense. Double Soldier Elf with Nin switching to Soldier did get buffed by Bloomishly, so
Definitely interesting there.
we'll see how that goes.
I personally don't like it, especially when you have Nin. Maybe if you don't have like that medic player, but Nin's a medic thing, so I don't really like that switch.
Yeah, when I was watching it from spawn, I thought that Bloomishly was going to switch onto medic, and I thought maybe that was an option and an interesting change, but went on to soldiers, so maybe they're thinking that if Nin gets out, Bloom will switch to soldier, and if Bloom or Mario gets out, Nin will switch to medic. I meant that Bloom will switch to medic, but yeah. Maybe trying for adaptability here, but Public does have a steal, is behind the spawn as soldier, and is going to climb on top of spawn now. Looking pretty good so far. Does have Code Passion meeting him on top. That's not what you expect as a soldier. Wall climb is meant to get you away from that kind of stuff. So he's waiting on top here. Looks like he's just going to stall it out for a medic or a pass.
Nice swap.
Pass gets swapped away by Mario. Beautifully done.
DT, yeah. So that's no stake on tap. Mario's doing a great job. That should be enough. He's one tap. Unless he gets this pass off. Oop, Khalid almost intercepted it. But Zia will pick up. But she's taking a whole lot of damage as well.
Does have Cup there though, so should have got healed. Or might get healed. Oh, assassinate from Chuck One comes in. It's definitely interesting. Zia's probably touched the flag a lot more than you would expect a Bulk D to touch the flag, but
yeah, definitely. Yeah, Dave will take down Code, but unfortunately no one else is there to take advantage. Looks like Link is going to come in actually. Should get a... Maybe not. Yeah, both defense is just too strong, it looks like right now. I think we just need to see more swaps. We've seen him back on medic, but I think Suicide Squad should try and. I would assume their biggest issues are Danny and Dave, the double ninja. So maybe if they decide to go super bulk heavy, I think they'd do a good job.
I even think like Necro might be a shout here. Just feeding skulls off of the two ninjas. But Bloomishly is out here. Has an assassin in support. Nin did just go down, so she's going to try and book it to Yin Yang. Looking like she's getting pretty far, actually.
Yeah.
Nin might get there in time. Does.
Dave switched to Archer. He's trying to hit shots from top mid. Rave is going to wisely go on Dave, but Dave will kill him and get a few free shots off. But it doesn't look like he's going to land any, however.
So Bloom is restored behind the spawn at the moment. Has a scout who just swapped her, so has to wait for the cooldown to finish. Link has a steal as well.
Link is on top of Red's flag, so he's not far by any means. Khaled will kill him, so this could be a capture.
I think Bloomishly might have been void swapped there. I'm guessing just because I saw Danny next to Nin, and looks like it does happen.
Wow,
that's unfortunate. They like Danny swapped Bloom and had to wait 8 seconds and just got to wait on the edge of the void and push her into the
unfortunate there.
Very rough.
Tab is no stake.
He's gonna pass the winter. Oh, nice cut off from Calig though.
Yep, Mario will get a backup steal, 2 stake elf top flag. Nin and the rest of his offense is not anywhere to be seen. Danny may just solo him here, it looks like. Yeah.
Did stall out for a long time there. Thought maybe somebody could have been there as support, but didn't come off. But so big opportunity goes missing there for Suicide Squad, almost getting a second capture. But 5 minutes left, still 1-1.
And at this stage where everyone's kind of having trouble getting quality steals, that could have been the difference maker, but nevertheless, here we are. Mario and Bloom are gonna come in. Bloom will get a steal, but Kasham will get the frenzy off. Wow, okay.
It does look like Suicide Squad have had decent chances as well. Sam's Club also having decent chances. So could be anyone's game, I think, the second capture.
Yeah. Do you happen to remember map 1's score?
Map 1 was 1-0 after that long stalemate.
Okay, so we will have overtime in the event it stays how we are. Since everything else, every capture is equal. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, Mario is out here as Elf and wins all the way to Insanity. Doesn't have any more win to.
Yeah, unfortunately, I know that happens a lot, but Nin missed his hit, and I've had plenty of those instances too. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
To just kind of whiff on the flat carrier, but it happens.
That's expert commentary from Pro Medic Food Court right there.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
Insights that we would not be getting from anybody else.
All right. Yeah. So time is still ticking down.
Might have to overtime command at some point.
Yeah, I should probably tell Tom to do it. If you do it now, I won't mess anything up, right? I just don't know.
I don't know either, to be honest. We'll wait for the last minute, I think.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Dave is gonna push Code out of the way, trying to free Link up for a steal. Pab and Link will come in. Link's gonna kill Chalk, but Brandino is taking shots, and that's never something you want to see.
He is heavy, so hard to juke.
Right. He is pretty far though. He's on the opposing Yin Yang, eh?
Pyro
he is in
and
the
heavy
shrine.
cut a mess there.
Yeah, he's definitely not safe by any means. Mario's gonna switch to Scout, getting a lot of damage off on him, but he gets the
Pyro
restore
went
again.
down. He's getting webbed. Brand's still struggling to get shots in.
Brandino is hitting his, like, he's very close. I would imagine he's gonna hit one of these shots in the next 30 seconds.
There it is. There it is.
Yep, there you go.
That was either a headshot or an assassinate from Chalk. Hard to tell with the revive tag. Not really coming up with the death message there, but
Right.
either way, one of the Instagle classes. Good job.
Yeah, very wisely switched to Heavy to try and take fights with Link. So if he's able to shut him down, would be very useful. And then Brand's just getting triple teamed on top mid, as usual.
It's the story of playing Archer, really. But so far, I think a pretty good showing from Suicide Squad. Probably Sam's Club might have expected to roll in here and get a good win. But definitely holding their own so far. I think 8v8's definitely helping them out a little bit there. But Pab is out onto the far side. Cup is right under him, but she gets knocked into the void, I think. Or might have just run off. And Pab will go down there to a headshot from Brandino. And no one's around to pick it up though, so Zia almost got back to pick it up, but Callie gets the recovery in the end.
Yeah, so we are heading for OT, it looks like. 1 minute, no ninja cap.
It's been a long game, but it's definitely been interesting. It's been good to see how the teams are switching things up so far. Nin has a steal behind the flag, almost gets knocked into the void, tiptoes on the edge, but gets knocked into the void by Sam. Speed 3, too much knockback.
Yeah, definitely. So we will be heading for overtime in 40 seconds. Right around the corner here. Honestly, I think it can go either way. I don't know. I think both teams have shown some promise, but none of them appear to be dominating the game right now. So we'll see.
Oh, okay, yeah, it does. Cool. Thank you.
So Pavlik is out with Medic. Got restart. Could be it. We don't know. Brandino is taking shots, and then is supporting the archer on top middle.
It's a
And-
potato swap to scout here.
Yeah, good game.
DT up.
Yep.
Gets pyroed, so still remaining in overtime.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too long. These players have been playing for about an hour and a half. I think enough Minecraft for one day, but we'll see.
Yeah, and so both teams have to use their ninja cap, so they can't use the ninja cap here in overtime at all. So it will have to be a carrier going from flag to flag. We did see
Right.
Bloom actually do it once so far. We saw Link get all the way out to Yin Yang, so it is almost possible. I think it will be a matter of where resources end up going in terms of steals if too much defense
Right.
pushes up to support or whatever.
One thing to note, Dave is now chemist offense. So Sam's Club's going with the, I think it's a 4-4 split. Interesting. We'll see how that affects things, I guess.
Yeah, I imagine the call will come out in call that the opposing team is out far with the flag and Dave will end up switching onto Ninja to try recover is probably what's going to happen. But for now, he will
Yeah,
try to just help the
Yeah.
offense out.
maybe he doesn't think he's doing enough on defense. I think he can afford to make that swap. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think it opens the door for Mario a little bit. I think Sam will play a bit more accountably though, given that Ninja is pushed up. He'll play a bit closer to flag.
Right. Mario's heavy now with Bloom Soldier, so they're using that bulky lineup that I kind of like.
Some medic steal from Cup going out into the forest, but will be taken down quickly by Kalig. Not much hope there. So that's another thing, given that the ninja caps have happened, Code is kind of roaming out of the flag room just to see where the offense is coming in and giving them a couple quick shots as they
Right.
come. So
I mean, it's definitely Code's style. That's kind of what he's made himself known for doing, is chasing and kind of roaming. So, yeah.
starting to feel pretty bad for Brandino, to be honest. He's just taking 3v1s every single push.
Yeah, he's probably on his way to about 4,000 damage received. We'll see.
Yeah, and now Dave is just waiting outside of spawn to be annoying and obnoxious. So
Yep. Mario will get a, is that engineer?
it does
Engineer
look like
skill.
engineer.
It's interesting choice.
Who tried to pass the point, but she's not looking, but she does pick it up in the end. We'll stay on the map. Mario should be able to throw down speed, so should be able to zoom across the map here. We'll get restore from Nin, and we'll have the engine nearby to get some stake off, but gets assassinated by the name of Sam.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty promising push. They had Rave, Ninja support, Nin, Engineer. They had a good support there. Just insta-kill ruins the party, I guess.
I think NG is an interesting switch here, and we do see Mario with the steal, with the speed down behind their spawn. He's going to try go all the way around their yin yang here.
He is spin
Engie-
jumping with spin jumping with speed 3, so obviously Mario isn't very smart.
We'll get speed again here. They did manage to take down the ninja pretty quickly. Should have been able to regen some stake here, but we'll take too much damage here. We'll get frenzied. But that's very promising, and the first time we've seen Engineer really get played in DTT. I'm really liking that switch, to be honest. Even if he's a bit
Yeah.
dense. Like,
I
I'm
mean-
liking it.
I'm kidding. I was just messing. Yeah, Mario's my friend. I can do that. But I was just, yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I didn't even think to go engineer. That wasn't even something that I would have thought to do. But it's working for him, so
It's definitely a thing in 8v8s. Like, I think NG can get a lot of value, giving themselves stake, giving speed to themselves to get ahead. TNT knocking shit away. Like,
yeah, definitely.
we also haven't really seen a lot of players off backups either so far, which is interesting. This is Ratboy 12 with the chemist steal on top of the flag room. We should be able to drop down onto the cup and get restored here. Does. But with Ratboy 12 with the flag, probably means Brandino's free. And there it is. That's a headshot.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, it's been almost 2 hours at this point. But like I said on American Sport, 8v8, one player can really make all the difference. They can pull out more weight than they could maybe in a 12v12. And we're seeing that with Brandino. Everything that even comes close to getting out is just being shut down by him every single time.
Yeah, and he'll get punished accordingly by the offense. You know, they'll do the brain dead play and go straight back for the archer. But you know, once they're getting out, looks like he's sometimes quite free. And I think Ratboy 12 has been the one to get onto him throughout the match. So when he steals the flag, he can't really be PvPing the archer either. So somebody needs to step up from Sam's Club and be on Brandino there.
Right. Zia's going soldier. I mean, not soldier. She switched to heavy to try and, I think, deal with Mario's elf. But Mario went back to scout. I mean, the elf now. Off of engineer.
I mean, you did say scout there. You know, I'd be interested to see it.
Yeah, kind of. Damn. Mateo gave Link a very tough time there. It took like 3 stake off of him. And now he's only at, what, 3 hearts? 2 hearts? 1 hit will do it. Yep.
That's Bloomishly with what I believe is a soldier steal. Is out onto the forest. Does have Danny and quite a few people in front of her, so will go down. But leaves a backup for Mario to go to spawn as Elf. Will try to just wind his way around. Does a nice egg to try stall him, so he's used as much wind as he can. He's all the way on top. Manages to get onto this top little hut thing. Nin is to his right. Gets regen there. Still trying to go. Will go underneath here, but getting knocked back towards Big Tree. Nin doesn't manage to get the restore off, getting knocked away. Mario still trying to go. Going forward now, but into the pyro and frenzied.
Yeah. Yeah. Zia will get a heavy steal. 2 stakes, so this is not a bad steal at all. But we'll see if she can make anything happen of it. Code is there. There's 3 people waiting outside outside spawn for Brandino as well. But Code will clean up the steal by Zia there.
Insanity with a pass on top there to Mario as Elf, who will go on top of spawn. Should have already been restored, I'd imagine. Has one ninja to deal with. Manages to juke back down to Big Tree. Now has Nin behind him, but will get taken down by the ninja.
Yeah.
Opportunities though.
Definitely Mario's making a huge impact. Ever since he subbed in 5 caps, map 2, map 3, getting probably the most promising skill Suicide has gotten. So I know going into DTT, some people were kind of saying Mario was a bad 2nd round pick. He doesn't play as much. He's not as much of a force as he used to be, but it's definitely making a big impact here.
Yeah. Nin did get out behind spawn there, but goes down to damage as most medics will when they touch the flag. Oh, looks like he's crossed 100 kills by the looks of things on Pagodas.
Yeah, it's awfully, well, how much playtime have we had? About 28 minutes, almost half an hour.
That's you know, if this was blackout, that's pretty good. With 30-minute blackout, he's just going 100 kills. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, and Brandino picked off Dave and Link. I mean, Dave and Pab trying to go into flag him, but Link will still get a steal. He has a decent amount in front of him, but Cup is also there.
Still, like, hasn't been regen. I think he's kind of just running away from his medic at the moment. Couple will be there and gets a restore though.
I don't want to speak too soon, but I like the looks of this.
Assassin does go down, so looking for more threats here. Brandino probably should be taken care of by now. But Ratboy 12 is on Necro. But it does look like Link is going to run this in unless he doesn't see Chuck. Looks
Mario
like Suicide's pushing for the steal.
Yeah, it should be game, so...
The end of the game.
Wow. What was that? I didn't see it. Almost about a 10-minute overtime period, I think. Soko may get the timer lock off, and he will. Wow,
Ooh, he does. That's the MVP right there. But...
Yeah. Looking at, I guess we have to discuss player of the game.
Definitely an interesting one. A long match for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost on that.
Brandino B, 100%, but obviously on the wrong team.
Yeah, I mean, I would have given it to Mario, given Suicide Squad would have won, but for Sam's Club, I think. I mean, Link only played one map.
I was thinking Dave, to be honest.
Yeah, Dave
As
did have a pretty good
somebody.
impact all 3 maps. I think we can go with Dave for player of the game
Yeah,
and just
I think
call
so.
it at that. All right.
Yeah, I think we'll try to avoid the interview given how long this match has already
Yeah,
gone.
I think
So
we're good.
yeah, I think that's Sam Club with the victory here over the Suicide Squad. That's 1-0, 4-5, and 2-1. So definitely an interesting map. Will be interesting to see how that affects Kappa differentials in the standings. But that's a victory overall for Sam's Club, who are currently standing with a 2-0 Suicide Squad. Still looking for their first win, but a good showing in an 8v8 here. So yeah, any last words, Food Court?
No, I think I'm good. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. See you later.